Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast. Fandom, fun, funny.
All right, we are recording. Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls. We're gonna get right into this. It's just the OGs, the original two today. Kind of Nerdy Girls. Katie is here with me. Let's see. Fun fact. Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls. Our fun fact today is your favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie ever. If you could only keep one, which would it be? And
Why are you asking me the tough ones?
Well, because neither one of us has seen the one that's out yet. We haven't seen Shang-Chi, so this is why I'm doing it, because I'm curious if the next time we get together, if Shang-Chi has moved up on the list.
Well, my favorite is an easy answer. It's Winter Soldier.
Okay. You know what? I'm with you. Winter Soldier.
We agree on something?
We agree. My gosh, this is going to be such a boring podcast if we agree on everything, Katie.
We've been apart too long. We agree on these things now.
And I noticed I was listening to the last podcast and I forget what we said. Oh, Jana was like going off, she deep dives into describing all of her, reviews, right? It's like every detail. If you want to watch something that Jana is talking about, you need to fast forward because Jana is telling you every single scene by scene thing that happens when she does her segment.
And half the time I have no idea where she's going on it.
And both of us, I don't even know what she said, but she paused and both of us said at the same time, that's a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
It's like, listen to us agreeing and actually saying the exact same thing.
I know. Wow.
All right. So here we are kicking off our show, agreeing once again. Before we get into Katie's gaming update, because it's a lot.
Yeah, I took notes.
Perfect. I want to let everybody know that our next Paranormal Crossroad Live is happening October 16th at the Athenaeum. So the building that we investigated where we met Ben and we heard from the spirit who was murdered leaving the Athenaeum 100 years ago and like all that crazy stuff. We're going back. We're going to bring evidence from some of our latest investigations, so you'll get to see it first. Spirit medium Tiffany Rice is flying back in. She's going to do readings for our homeowners, readings for people in the audience with a gallery reading, and we're going to get the equipment back out and see if some of the same spirits will chat again, or if, maybe someone that came with you is ready to come through the spirit box and you hear a familiar voice. So perfect time to do this during the month of Halloween, October 16th. It's very limited. We've got 50 tickets and they're already on sale. So some of them are already gone. It's going to be a really cool paranormal live show and spirit communication session. So go to pxroad.com and get your tickets and join us for the fun at the Athenaeum. All right. Katie will be there. Katie is officially a member of the Paranormal Crossroad crew. She has been editing an episode. Let's see. The first episode that you edited will air, October 2nd? Is that
right at spooky season.
That your debut in the credits? Official TV show producer. You have been.
If it looks bad, that's me.
If you're like, this one doesn't seem up to par with the rest of them, it's because Katie edited it.
Yep, that's me.
And we're on, if you're listening in Southern Indiana or Louisville, we are on WKYI channel 24, their .2 station on Saturday nights now as well. So we're officially syndicated. Enough about Paranormal Crossroad. It's time for a gaming update with Gamer Katie. It's a gaming update explosion.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right, Katie, let's get into it. This is PlayStation related, right?
Him. Yes.
Okay.
So the PlayStation Showcase was this week, which is kind of like E3 that I've talked about every once in a while. It's basically a big, they announce everything they're doing for the next couple of years.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. For the next couple of years.
Yeah, because some things come out next year, some things come out later, but they're in development now and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Lots of games.
Okay.
Well, the little notepad is full.
I love that you got a notepad full of things. And I just want to start off because we had some comments in the Kind of Nerdy Network. What is the Star Wars thing? People just kept typing KOTOR. KOTOR. Is that Knights of the
Old Republic?
Old Republic.
Yep.
Yay! Okay. All right.
So a game that came out many eons ago that is getting a remake. So they're going to make it all nice, all pretty. That's going to be exciting. That is one of the things on my list. I'm pretty excited about it. That's pretty well known as one of the better Star Wars games ever.
So do you think, can they remake it in a way that's going to live up to expectations?
If they made it exactly the same and just updated the graphics, I'd be happy.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good game.
When did it originally come out?
Now, that's a good question that I didn't Google right before this segment.
Has it been like decades?
It's been a long time.
Okay. Was it out on like the Sega Genesis? How long has it been?
I played it. What did I play it? I played it, I think, on the computer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was like way mega old. It came out in 2003.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so it's been a bit. Gosh, can you believe that's almost 20 years?
Haha, 18 years. Haha.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
There are kids born in 2003 that will be adults.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man, it's moving too fast.
I know.
It's so weird. Okay, what else? What else are you excited about?
I'm just going to go down the list. My favorite one is the Alan Wake remake. So this game came out on the Xbox, around the same, maybe not the same time, like 2008-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, not really solid on that year, but I remember playing it in like high school. It's such a cool concept. It's very Stephen King. It's very, it's a thriller. So it's this writer guy. He goes to the wilderness because he has writer's block. So he goes to like Oregon or whatever, Washington, Oregon, kind of that area. And he goes with his wife. And then all of a sudden his wife's like just gone. Like she just disappeared. She's gone. And he's getting like attacked by these shadows that keep like following him around. And then the town's like super sketch, right? So the only it's a run and hide kind of game because there's no weapon. Like your only weapon you have is the flashlight that you have. Because the shadows don't like the light.
Oh, okay.
So you have to
what are you're just supposed to beat them with a flashlight? But it's the shadows, so you chase them away.
Yep. So you have to charge up your batteries, and then you shine the light really hard at them, and then they scatter. But it's a lot of puzzle solving. It's a lot of that kind of stuff, and it's very just spooky vibe, and I really like that. So I'm very excited to see what they do with that because I love that game so much. It was a silent classic.
Ah, okay. I honestly, I had never heard of it. That was one of the ones that you put. You said Alan Wake remake, which I'm most excited about. And I was like, never heard of that. So
no one ever has.
All right. Well, cool. What about the Marvel stuff? There's lots of Marvel stuff, right?
So many things. You're going to love this. I know you love Venom. So I saved this one just for you.
I saw the Venom 2 trailer last night during Monday Night Football, and I was like, oh.
Even better, we're getting more Venom because Marvel's Spider-Man 2 comes out in 2023 for the PS5, and it's going to have Venom in it.
Oh.
So that's going to be exciting. Marvel's also working on Guardians of the Galaxy and Wolverine.
Oh, Wolverine. Have they had a Wolverine game before?
I don't have any in my memory, I'm sure, because Wolverine is like the cash cow of the X-Men.
Yeah. Well,
but
that'll
it could
be
just
fun.
be 8 million movies and no video games.
It could be. It doesn't ring a bell for me, but you're the gamer
I haven't
girl.
played any. Yeah.
All right. Will you play this Wolverine?
You're asking me a lot of very loaded questions today.
Well, I know you don't necessarily care that much. You don't. That's why I'm asking. You don't like Wolverine. Will you play this?
We'll probably buy it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Evan Scott said he was bursting with joy because of the Borderlands spinoff.
Yep.
So how many Borderlands does that make?
There's one, there's two, there's, I think another one. There's a bunch of DLC. This one, the new one's called Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Borderlands. It's very kind of like Mad Max, but funnier.
Mm-hmm.
It's very dystopian, very wild all over the place. But it's also in this weird pseudo comic book art style that it takes a little getting used to. Okay. But once you're into it, it looks really good and it's very fun. And there's very endearing characters and everybody likes Borderlands. So that's going to be a good one too, I hope.
By the way, looking at our comments in the Kinda Nerdy Network, which we would love for you to join. It's our free private Facebook group full of wonderful nerds. Joe Riley said, can the Alan Wake remake reignite the series that was often talked about but never fully executed? So is he talking about they considered making Alan Wake into a TV show?
I have no idea. I only ever played the game because I was a Wii video game child at the time. However, if they wanted to make a thing out of it, I would 100% be here for it because it's in the same vein, kind of Silent Hill, kind of Stephen King, kind of, that kind of spooky psychological horror that I really like. I think that'd be great.
Well, yeah, when you were talking about it, I was actually kind of imagining it like it was a TV show. That would be cool. Maybe this will all happen. Maybe Alan Wake will get this whole reawakening.
Finally, the Alan Wake Renaissance we all deserve.
Anything else that you're excited about with all the gaming announcements, Katie?
There's Ghostwire Tokyo. There's a new God of War Ragnarok, which comes out next year. Uncharted's getting a collection on PS5, and Deathloop got a trailer finally that explains the whole point of the game. So that's pretty good.
Did we not understand that game?
When they released gameplay footage, it was like a demo last year. It was very Groundhog Day, the game. So it's kind of like a Team Fortress if you ever played that, where it looks like it's run and gun, you just kill all the other players in the arena over and over again, and as you die you come back over again and over again and over again and over again. Now we're finally getting a little bit of a story that so it's this company, I guess, organization that took these 8 people and just put them on repeat on the same day over and over again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that is so sinister.
I'm here for it. It looks really cute, so I'm here for it.
It looks cute. It's Deathloop. How does it look cute?
It's got that kind of Incredibles 60s superhero style to it.
Oh,
so I like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Keep talking. I'm going to take a drink of my sparkling ice fruit punch.
Ew. I don't like sparkling anything. That's yucky.
No, this is different from, it's not like a seltzer or any of that bite stuff. This literally tastes like fruit punch pop. It does. I'm not lying. Katie, it's so good.
Are you sponsored?
No, but I tried. This is how much I love it. I actually sent a tweet hoping to get a proper response from Sparkling Ice asking why, when I order this from Target, it limits me to 4 bottles. Because I would drink 4 bottles a day if I could, but I can only order 4 at a time. Only 4. Sparkling Ice did not respond to me, but Target did respond and say that sometimes they have to limit their most popular items. So
yeah, you're getting rationed. What is this?
I know I'm getting rationed on my fruit punch, but I think it's because it tastes so much like fruit punch pop. It tastes so decadent that you can't believe that it's 0 sugar. That they have different flavors. I have the cherry limeade one is up there. It's my second favorite, and I have that on auto order on Amazon because you can get 12 packs on Amazon. But For some reason, the fruit punch is few and far between. So please allow me to enjoy this fruit punch and continue on. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
I've always seen those and then just instantly judged them like, oh yeah, that's exactly like LaCroix, and then moved on.
No. I hate LaCroix. I think LaCroix is garbage.
Yeah.
Definitely not getting sponsored by LaCroix.
Oops.
Sparkling ice, like their fruit punch tastes like fruit punch pop, their cherry limeade. It all tastes like pop or soda, depending on where you're from. The lemonade is just this really nice lemonade that's just kind of carbonated. That's good stuff. I highly recommend it. Coming soon to the Kind of Nerdy Girls, Sparkling Ice will be a sponsor if they answer my tweet. I don't know. When they hear about this, please, everybody that's listening, tweet Sparkling Ice and say KJ needs more fruit punch.
Don't limit us just to 4.
Hashtag release the fruit punch.
Yeah.
Please. Thank you.
Can't believe they only limit you to 4. That seems like a really low number.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah.
And sometimes if I use shipped, like, because their shoppers will actually text you and they'll be like, is there anything else you need? And I'm like, yes, I need more than 4 fruit punch. Please get all the fruit punch that they have and bring it to my house. And
they're like, your arm along the shelf and just pour it all into the basket.
They're like, all of it? I'm like, all of it.
My mom is the exact same way with Mike sells puff corn chips.
Really?
Yeah, so they're like the little puffy popcorns. She can only have original flavor because she's allergic to the other, like the seasonings and the other flavors. She buys every bag she sees. No matter where she is, she buys every single one.
I don't blame her. When you like something, you like it. And when you are worried that you're not going to find it again or someone's going to purposely keep you from getting what you need, you get it all. You need it all. I need this. Wow. I need this in my life. I don't drink water well, but this is sparkling ice. It's water that tastes like fruit punch pop. I'm KJ for Sparkling Ice.
You get a little more advertising.
All right.
Real people paid for real testimonials. What is this?
I don't know. I just, I ration it. Sometimes I drink a cherry limeade and I wish that I was having fruit punch and my life would just be so much better.
And you only like fruit punch.
I really only like the fruit punch. I mean, the cherry limeade is good, but it's not the fruit punch.
Can you go to their website and just bulk purchase one flavor?
No, you can't.
You've done your research.
I've tried to bulk purchase it on Amazon. It won't let you.
Wow. I didn't really expect an answer, but here we are.
Oh, the things you learn. I am definitely kind of nerdy about Sparkling Ice Fruit Punch. I'm KJ for Sparkling Ice.
Can we say Sparkling Ice a few more times?
No more until they release the fruit punch.
Hashtag free the fruit punch.
Hashtag free the fruit punch.
Wow.
All right. Anything else in the gaming world, Katie?
No, that's it. I'm still playing Skyward Sword because I haven't had any time to play it. But
gotcha.
It's nice. It's a 10-year-old game that I paid $60 to play again. So that's nice.
Wow. Well, that was nice of you to give them your money again.
I'm very generous to this poor little podunk company called Nintendo.
Oh, yes. They're just
destitute and they need my money. Yep.
They do.
Hashtag shop local.
Hashtag free the fruit punch.
There's your show title.
It is. Thank you. Okay. So let's go to Talking Marvel. Wiki, Talking Marvel. Wiki. All right. Hawkeye. Whoa. I know that Hawkeye usually takes a beating on this show, and it's not because of me. I love Hawkeye. As a matter of fact, I was very excited. Do you have a sock drawer that's full of the random socks that lose their partner, and then you just hang on to them, knowing someday they'll be reunited?
No, but you go on.
Today, after many months, I found the extra sock that's been missing for one pair of Hawkeye socks I have ever found.
Hawkeye's been reunited?
Yeah, so the Hawkeye socks have been reunited. I feel like it's a sign with Hawkeye at the trailer coming out. My initial thoughts, because what I saw first was the poster, and I was like, oh, Hawkeye has a dog. Oh,
the dog's all I care about. Yeah.
Right? And then I'm like, oh, Hawkeye's going to take place at Christmas. This is awesome. It's Christmas Hawkeye. It's Christmas Hawkeye. Hawkeye has a dog. Haley Steinfeld is in this thing. And then I saw the trailer and I thought, you know what? Excellent job. They are not going to take Hawkeye too seriously. And that is exactly what they need to do with this character.
I agree.
So being someone who loves Hawkeye, I'll save all of the praise and let you, Katie, someone who disrespects Hawkeye on a regular basis.
I don't disrespect. I just offer no respect.
That is disrespect. Katie.
No, it's just a lack of respect, if we're going semantically speaking. Is
there a little more respect now?
I mean, it's a good trailer. I really enjoyed it. I guess I feel the same about all these Disney series that have been coming out lately with WandaVision and with Loki that I still have not watched. And
shame.
I know.
Shame.
They picked a bunch of characters I'm not emotionally invested in, so I don't care yet. For lack of a better term. Like my mom really likes Hawkeye. That's her favorite Avenger. So I can't knock him too bad because my mom likes him. And I like Jeremy Renner.
So do you knock him on our show and then you turn around to your mom and pretend like you like him?
No, I knock it to her too. Don't you worry.
Okay.
If anything, I'm honest.
Okay.
I'm not like invested in Hawkeye. Like I wasn't invested in Black Widow either. And I wasn't invested. Like, I guess maybe I'm jaded and I'm cold, but
yeah, you are. Yes.
I'm not ready to love again yet. Like Falcon really grew on me with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
And I ended up at the end of that loving him and going from like, it's whatever. He was cool. I like Sam Wilson. He's all right. To wow, I really care about this character moving forward.
Really?
With Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I didn't feel that with WandaVision, and I can't speak for Loki because I haven't watched that yet. But like I still don't care about Vision, and I still don't care about Scarlet Witch.
Oh man. Well,
it's a good trailer and I like it and I'm gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not like emotionally invested yet.
Yeah, I'm
afraid to love again.
I think that you will love Loki. They introduce some characters that you're going to love. The fun that they have with just his ego. And having a bunch of different Lokis, existing together. It was really fun, and I'll tell you the way that they introduce it, the first scenes where they're really setting up, like he meets Owen Wilson's character, who you'll love, nice. Morbius, and Morbius is kind of like doing a "This Is Your Life" type review.
Like a recap? Ooh.
Yeah, and it's like Loki gets to see these things that happened because of his actions. And you kind of like immediately get this depth that you haven't had yet, that you're like, oh, look at this guy. He's got feelings. Oh, he's got regrets. Oh, he's going to have to make up for some stuff. Like,
right. Because as of right now, going in that I haven't watched it, he's like the annoying little brother.
Yeah, no, it totally
I didn't care about Thor very much either until we got to that point in, I think it was Endgame, where he talked to his dead mom.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, I'm still worthy. And his mom like knew right away what was up and all that kind of stuff. And then I kind of cared a little bit. But I think Thor is way more in the vein of like, oh, this is funny. He's a funny character. I like that. Yes. Not like, oh, I'm going to cry over Thor some more,
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, that's part of the reason that they struggled a little bit with those movies is because Thor, the entire story of Thor is kind of, hokey. Like it just is.
They hit their complete stride in Ragnarok. I love that movie.
Yeah, you will. Loki is just absolutely fantastic. And it will give you what you're looking for, that depth of character that's going to make you like him more.
Okay.
So I highly recommend that. And, I'm glad to hear that Hawkeye looks to you like something that you will watch and you're not, lighting it on fire right now. I appreciate
Here's what I
that.
appreciate about Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only normal guy in the Avengers.
Yes.
He's like if some random dude competed in the Olympics.
Right.
Like he's the placeholder here.
Yes.
But I like that about him because it makes everybody else like kind of have to be normal a little bit. Like you got super soldiers, you got gods, you got, radiation monsters and all that kind of stuff. And this guy that's really good with a bow.
Yeah. And you know what? Like he goes out there and that's all he is. And he's not like, and he's completely aware of that. That whole exchange that he has with Wanda. He's like, look, none of this makes sense, right? I got a bow, I got to go out there, but like, I'm going to do it. Like his bravery is on a different level from everybody else's because he's just a guy with a bow and arrow. Like,
he has like nothing to back it up.
No, but he goes every time he's up to the challenge. He's like, all right, I'm going to do this.
Except for that one time he ran off and he was like crying and killing people in Japan, I guess.
Thanos really kind of took him down a dark path. Okay. And he's like, look, he's got to live with that, right? That was part of the...
They're like, no, Black Widow, I'm going to kill myself. And she's like, no, you have a family. And he's like, no, I'm going to kill myself. And she's like, no, I'm going to kill myself. And then they threw each other or tried to throw each other off a cliff and it didn't work. It is very
weird. He jumped, but then she caught him so that she could jump. And then he was hanging on to her. And then he had no choice because he couldn't hang on and he had to let go. It's very emotional. It's
the self-sacrifice squad.
It is. Mm-hmm. That's the hero gig. So, and then there was one more thing. Oh, Talking Marvel. Well, I guess next time we're back, you'll be able to give us a review of Shang-Chi. And
I'm excited.
I will do my best to see it. I have been living the con life. It's been crazy because we're still filming Paranormal Crossroads season 1. And then, in July when things were, seeming to be opening up and getting better, I was like, sure, I can travel several weekends in September. I don't love back-to-back weekends. If you notice, I work for celeb photo ops like once a quarter, right? Like every few months, it's fun to work a con and I work the big one that they need me to work because they got to have all hands on deck. Mm-hmm. Well, all of these cons had to reschedule. And so
and now they're all crammed together.
We had 4 last weekend. We have 5 this weekend. And so like everybody has to work. So I've never done back-to-back cons in my life. Before I was talking to you, I literally opened up the suitcase and dumped it in the washer and switched it in the dryer and folded it back into the suitcase. I was like, is this really happening right now? But we were at Horror Hound in Cincinnati this past weekend, which was just lovely. And, I don't watch any scary movies, right? So I don't know any of these people. I know Robert Englund because who doesn't know Freddy Krueger? And I did briefly see a little bit of Nightmare on Elm Street as a child, the scene where Johnny Depp got sucked into the bed and then his blood spattered everywhere. Like that's what I've seen of Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh yeah.
That's like the gist of it.
But Katie, I ventured into a little bit of horror because there were some actors there who've never done a con and they were just so delightful and fun. And my friend Casey, who was working the photo booth with me, kept saying such nice things about this. It's not a series, but it was a trilogy, and it's called Fear Street. It's on Netflix.
I have not watched that. It's in my queue, but I was like, looks really American Horror Story, and then didn't watch it. I judged it by the cover right away.
So the first movie is set in 1994. So the soundtrack is like so 90s and fantastic. And, the one girl has to go at some point because, her beeper goes off. And like, it's just, I don't watch a lot. Like I said, I haven't watched anything scary since Children of the Corn. in that one scene of Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh my God, that ruined me. I
remember the ending being really stupid in the original Children of the Corn. They're like, and they lived happily ever after. And I was like, what?
I don't remember the ending. I don't think I survived the entire movie because I was a child in Catholic school whose bed literally looked out the window at a cornfield. Like I was in bunk beds and my top bunk overlooked a cornfield 3 feet from my window.
Well, if you'd have watched it, you'd have known they didn't kill the kids. So
I don't no, but the kids were evil. And they were all named after Bible characters. And I was in Bible school, and I was
it's a little biblical town, and he who walks behind the rose and weird pseudo demon thing. That's just Stephen King for you. So
not interested in revisiting
that was like 2009. There was another remake where they actually made like a better ending where they and they're all dead. The end. And I was like, you know what? It makes sense. So I like this one better. It's not a happy ending, but it's pretty good.
So I'll tell you, I enjoyed Fear Street. It's gory. I mean, there's a point where, this girl gets put through the butcher chopper thing that you put through to cut up a ham into all the slices.
So they
run this girl's head through that. It's gory like that. So I think going into it, I knew enough. But the whole story is based on a witch who continues to possess people of this town because of what the town did to her and how they murdered her. So there's witch stuff and, scary guys in, skull masks, and it's got it's got all the things, but I wasn't scared. So, so Katie, what I'm saying is maybe I would say if you watched Fear Street, then you would know where my level of horror movie exists that I can tolerate. And then you could recommend some more things. And maybe this October, I'll catch up on a few more horror movies. I'm not promising anything, but Fear Street did make me feel like maybe I'm not as big a baby as I used to be.
I have a whole list of scary movies that I like to watch in October.
I know, but I want you to watch.
Some of them are just Halloween-y, like Hocus Pocus and...
Yeah, Hocus Pocus.
It's all over the place. Are you sure? Can you handle Hocus Pocus? It's very scary.
I didn't watch it until last year. That was the first time I've ever seen it.
Me neither.
You too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have this Disney Plus subscription because I wanted to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I was like, you know what? Sure.
Yeah, that's why I watched it too. I was like, it's free. I've always heard good things about it.
Yep.
So
and I was pleased with it. I liked it.
It was delightful, and I think that they are making a second one. So, we'll be on board for that. We were late.
I'll watch it, yeah.
We're here.
Yeah. Edward Scissorhands is on Hulu right now. Yeah, I know you like Johnny Depp.
I did. I watched Edward. I went to the theaters and watched Edward Scissorhands. I had a big thing for Johnny Depp. I was super into 21 Jump Street.
Speaking of Johnny Depp, I watched Rango for the first time this week.
How was that?
With the lizard. It's really cute.
Is it?
Yeah. He was a little cowboy lizard in a little western town. It's very cute. It took me a couple tries because I watched the first sequence where they're making fun of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. First 5 minutes, and I just kind of zoned out the first couple times. Mm-hmm. But once I paid attention to it, it was really cute. I liked it.
Oh, right on. Anything else? We've kind of gotten away from Marvel now, and we're into binges and books, 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 binges and books. I'm on the third book in the young adult series called Marked. I am in the book Chosen right now, which there's been. I mean, it's a ridiculous young adult fantasy, very much in the Twilight Zone. This girl has 3 hunky dudes who she keeps trying to break up with this one, but then he's so hot.
That's not a love triangle. That's a love square.
And then there's the bloodlust she's not supposed to be feeling yet, but she couldn't resist, and so she didn't break up with that one either.
Oh,
and it's
God. Here we go.
So, but then it's kind of like for me with Twilight, like everything else around the main character and her stupid love issues is what's more interesting.
Right, like, I don't care about the main character of Twilight. All the other ones are like, okay, you know, you got traumatized Civil War guy. You got girl that can see the future. You got I read the books. I did my research.
Yeah.
You got the one who has like traumatized trademark past life, so she's like really cold. You have the whole werewolf thing that's pretty cool because it's like a whole tribe thing they got going on and whatever, and there's like other vampires that just exist in the world and they have like a whole government or whatever.
Yes. Yep. I don't know.
Besides, like, you smell and I want to eat you. You're like, okay, uncomfortable.
So I'm on the third book, Chosen, and I'm 82% done according to Kindle. So, you know, I'm rolling through these books, and you know, it usually takes me years. That Throne of Glass series that I was reading, they introduced this like new group of characters, and they were witches who were really like awful, just like angry hag witches, and I totally lost interest in it, and that's why I moved on to this thing. But Shelley from Conquest Journal, who's been on our show and is overdue to be back, was like freaking out that I gave up on the book because apparently like the one main witch has this amazing arc and I quit too soon. So I told her I'd go back to that when I'm done, you know, when I give up on the Marked series, which I'm sure will be at some point because there's like 12 books and there's no way I'm going. There's no way. Jeez. I mean, I'm on 3 right now. I'm going really fast, so maybe I'll do all 12, but I don't think so.
Wow.
And then from a binge perspective, we are watching Titans. I'm a little bummed at this point because Lucifer, the final season, is out. We just haven't had time to binge it. So we'll do that when we get back from FanX in Salt Lake City this weekend. Where, let's see, I'll be with Misha Collins again from Supernatural.
Say hey.
And Christopher Eccleston is going to be there, so I'm gonna check another doctor off my Doctor Who bucket list. I can't wait. I'm so excited about that. The one thing that I was doing in my repacking of my con stuff was throwing in all my little Doctor Who scarves and belts and socks and all that stuff, because when I first started working cons, that was when Matt Smith and David Tennant and Billy Piper were like doing all the cons. So I got all the Doctor Who stuff to wear, and I haven't had a reason to wear it in a while. So I was like, oh, hang on. I am repacking everything, plus my one Supernatural outfit that I have. That's my Supernatural belt and my Supernatural leggings. And I'm packing all my Doctor Who stuff again. So
look at you thriving over here.
I know. It'll be fun. I don't have any masks. I tried to do like fancy fan themed masks, and those ones that are like the thicker ones that you put the insert in to like really give you the protection. So they're cute, but they also protect. It turns out no one can understand you through those, so you just sound like you're talking like this.
Yep.
Yeah, it's time for the Misha Collins photo. If we could get everybody lined up in Misha Collins photo. And so apparently I sounded like that for like an entire day, and nobody told me that they couldn't understand me. And I was like, why did you not tell me at the beginning of the day that you can't hear me through this mask?
Wow, they just let you look stupid the whole day.
All day. Just let me be stupid all day. Yeah. So I've ordered some of the just like regular KN95 masks that I'll be wearing, boring masks. But I got to be wearing my Doctor Who
just draw on it.
Leggings. And I don't know. I thought about, like I was like, could I bedazzle my masks? But
why not?
I have no skill. Like they would look like a 5-year-old colored on them.
Okay, but you think anybody that owns a hot glue gun on the internet has skill? No, you don't need to be qualified to have those things. No, so you decorate that mask.
I'm just not. I'm just not there. I did get some colored KN95 masks this time. So there's like a teal and a gray and a pink and not just black. So work it out. I can get through this. And then this is the last con I'm working for a while, I think. Knock on wood. I'm not traveling for a while. So that's life. So when I get back, I will binge Lucifer. And I think that's it. I think that's it for entertainment life over here. Have you binged anything?
I made my husband watch Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Oh, how is
he'd never
that?
watched it. And I told him to watch the first 15 minutes. And then I gave him the opt out. I'm like, you don't have to watch the rest of this.
Yeah. And
he stayed. Right.
Ooh,
and
nice.
I'm sure I've told on this podcast the story of how I got Labyrinth and Pan's Labyrinth confused.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So that was good. Sure good little giggle about that. I've been watching Celebrity Wife Swap.
Oh, you're still watching that?
I'm off Wife Swap. I'm now on Celebrity Wife Swap.
Celebrity. Okay.
So the episode I watched the other day was Dee Snider from Twisted Sister and Flavor Flav.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yep. And then what was the one I watched? I watched, it was Penn Jillette and Judy Gold.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That was good.
Okay. Who's Judy Gold?
The comedian.
I don't think I know her. I'm not good with comedians. By the way, while you're looking that up, comedian actor Chris Parnell joined me to chat a little bit about season 12 of Archer. And he also, of course, I went and looked things up. I was like, I don't want to ask him the usual things like, talk about your time on Saturday Night Live and blah, blah, blah. That's Judy Gold?
Mm-hmm.
Never seen her. I don't know who she is. Sorry. But anyway, Chris Parnell, if you haven't listened, I'm hoping that by the time this is up, I already uploaded the interview with Chris Parnell and you can listen to that. He has a movie coming out during the holidays that's called Dogs in Space. That it's an animated film, and he kind of giggled that I like, that's what you want to talk to me about, dogs in space. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, we talk about Archer. Have you watched Archer, Katie?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So it's right now, it's in its 12th season. There's new episodes out.
Jeez, really?
Can you believe 12 seasons of frickin' Archer?
I'm amazed, but also it's pretty good. So.
And his character Cyril is like in charge right now, but it's not going to last. Like he's going down in flames.
You should watch that show again.
It's so much fun. It's so ridiculous. I just love it so much. But yeah, Chris Parnell coming to the Kind of Nerdy Girl soon. Stand by.
Soon.
All right.
Ish.
All right. I don't know if we got anything else to talk about, Katie. I think we covered everything.
All I care about is like one thing, and I got that covered. So
yeah,
here I am.
Well, it was lots of things in the gaming
one
update.
Thing.
And I know you were like, I mean, Katie was just like, shit. Okay. Katie's never like, hey, when are we going to podcast? It's always, Katie, can you please podcast? Katie.
And then I say, yes, I am available.
Yes. But what was it last week? Wednesday, Thursday. You're like, when are we going to podcast? And I'm like, I can't podcast right now. I'm leaving for Horror Hound.
Things are happening.
Me?
We need a
podcast. So you did a good job of controlling your excitement. I feel like maybe we lost a little bit of it waiting so long to talk to you, but as always, appreciate you representing the gamer girls of the world.
Someone has to.
Thank you, Katie. Again, you can join us in the Kind of Nerdy Network, where we, it was like we can't podcast, but we can hop in the Kind of Nerdy Network and get people's comments on things. So that was how I knew that there were people chatting about the gaming world, just like Katie. And right now, we're looking for your comments on Hawkeye. So if you've seen the trailer, you have feelings on Hawkeye, good or bad, everybody's welcome to share their opinions. The nice thing about the Kind of Nerdy Network is that everybody's always nice, even when we don't agree on things. People are nice about it. So it's a good group of nerds to join on Facebook. And that's it. We'll be back again. I'll have stories from Fan X and whatever news breaks there about, new shows and Star Wars things. There's a couple of the actors there. Oh, by the way, Katie, I got my picture. One more con note. I got my picture with the guy who voices animated Anakin. And in our long running argument about whether regular Anakin or animated Anakin is hotter, I will tell you,
what'd he say?
The guy who voices animated Anakin is so gorgeous and so kind. And I was like, this ends the argument. Animated Anakin is superior. And on that note, we are going to end this podcast. I will post that picture because I totally forgot to post that. I will post the picture with the guy who voices animated Anakin, and you will agree with me that not only in the animated series, but in real life, this guy wins in the real Anakin versus animated Anakin.
Matt Lanter?
Yes, Matt Lanter.
Time to do some Googling. Goodbye.
He's a beautiful man. Google him, and we'll continue that conversation in the next Kind of Nerdy Girls. You just saw him, didn't you? Yeah. All right, save it for next time.
Paranormal Crossroad is going live.
You're invited to a special evening at the historic Athenaeum, Saturday, October 16th.
Be a part of the live studio audience.
New evidence, new stories, and in-person readings with spirit medium Tiffany Rice.
Tickets include a chance to get your own message from spirit during an intimate gallery reading.
Plus, we'll use our equipment to talk to the spirits at the Athenaeum.
Seating is very limited.
Paranormal Crossroad, live Saturday, October 16th. Tickets on sale now. The Kind of Nerdy Girls is a part of the Just What I Needed network, and we certainly hope we were just what you needed. We would love for you to support the show in any way that you can. That's rate, review, subscribe, or share. Sharing is free and sharing is caring. Or if you would like to help support our show with a couple of dollars every month, you can become a patron. Go to kindanerdynetwork.com to join us. You'll get never before heard episodes. You get to see the podcast and watch all the craziness ensue. And you get to support women in podcasting, which there's just not enough of us. So thank you so much for continuing to be a part of our growing network. And don't forget to join our Facebook page. It's free and it's the coolest nerds, the nicest nerds. That is also the Kinda Nerdy Network on Facebook. We'll talk again soon. Go to kindanerdynetwork.com and get connected with us.